Hi guys, Stephen, James Glen Car Sales, and this is quite possibly one of the most special cars that we've ever had and are likely to have. E92 BMW M3 Monte Carlo with 11,000 miles. This is museum grade. It is such a shame that this car will probably, or it's certainly very unlikely, to ever see daily use ever again. We bought it from the man that bought it with 10 miles on it. It was a dealer registered car. It was then changed in owners on the book into his partner's name. So it's 3 owners in total, but it's the same owner since it had covered just 10 miles. Wait till you see the service book. It's quite frustrating when people buy cars like this and then service them on mileage and not time. These cars have got to have documented regular visits. Even if it's an independent, it's got to go into the dealer or any independent specialist and get serviced. It doesn't matter about the mileage. So, but this car literally ticks every box. Can't wait to show you around. So let's get on. A firm favourite here at James Glen, the E90 platform in general, but the E90 and E92 M3 is, as far as we're concerned, as good as it gets. It's got a magnificent high revving S65 V8 engine, which just it needs to be heard to be fully appreciated. It really does. Just look at it, it's so muscular. The new model cars are lovely, but they don't have the same, I mean, the way, if you look at the bodywork on this, it looks like it's struggling to contain the mechanicals underneath it. There's no slack, there's no wheel arch gap, you know, the wheels aren't all sunk in, it just sits so nice. Now I need to get my emotions out of the way and start being a bit more objective rather than subjective, and we'll go on to the car's condition. So we'll just take a good close look along all the usual contact areas that normally pick up road rash, stone chips, scuffs, scrapes, that sort of thing. We've got the original plinth in the boot. It's lovely to see that the front bumper hasn't even been screwed. It's had a wee single stage machine polish just to sharpen it back up again, and the inside, I asked for the guys not to use any chemical at all, and to be honest it doesn't need it. And I don't want to use any chemical because I don't want to lose that new car scent. It still smells like sitting in that 6-month-old M2 over there. We had to fit a new set of tyres. We've got the original tyres, but we've put a new set of Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tyres on because the originals were fine as far as the tread was concerned, but they were 2008 date stamped. Now if the potential buyer wants those tyres, we will keep them for a wee while, and then we can send them on. Just it's to kind of prove or validate how original the car is, and also how lightly used it's been. For an M3 to still be on its original tyres after 11,000 miles, including the backs, I think just goes to speak at volumes for the type of life that the car's had. Normally we can start to see kind of water ingress under the lacquer on the kick plates, but there's just absolutely nothing. Centre console, can usually start to find that it starts to pick up scuffs and scrapes over the years, but it's absolutely perfect. I'll have a look in the boot now. I've had the service book just sat out so I can take you through it. So I've got 13,000, 7,900, 8,300, 9,100. You can see the mileage starting to taper off as the man became more and more precious with it. 9,800, 10,500, 10,900 and 11,489 in May last year, and it's all done by the same BMW dealer in Edinburgh all the way through. And that's all the invoices for each service, as well as the book pack. Oh, in fact, sorry guys, there is one thing that I need to highlight. It is 3 touch-ins, one here, one here, and one here. Now, I don't know what's happened. It's not dented the panel. It's like something's scraped on it when it's been in the garage. But I mean, literally, the camera lens is 5 centimeters from the paint there, and this is about 50 centimeters. Carry on. Look at the roof. And even if you look inside the hubs, still, I mean, these are the original discs, even the hubs are still clean and bright. So it looks like our tyre guy's taking a wee bit of the paint off just as he's been fitting these new tyres, so we'll need to address that. And then if you have a closer look at the front hubs, yeah, that's not seen a great deal of moisture or road use. Moving on to the inside. So usual touch points, the armrest, door card where you can normally get a wee bit weird here. Round about the electric window controls, and again the entry plate. You can sometimes get to see a bit of water ingress here, but it's as new. Plastic sill cover again, that's fine as well. Pedals and the mats, all great shape. Driver's seat, we'll start with the backrest, down to the bolster. Okay, we'll get the car started then. So for some reason it is actually coming up asking for a service, so I can only assume that it's coming up as the service wasn't reset, because we've got a stamp in the book confirming that it was indeed serviced. Let's have a look. Vehicle status. Control, so increased battery discharge. Yeah, it's coming up asking for the brake fluid change and the statutory vehicle check. So vehicle inspection not due until January 25, oil May 25 or 15,000 miles, and front and back pads get tons of life left as well. Current mileage 11,605. Let's pop the camera outside so you can hear that a little bit clearer. I don't want to rev the car too hard because it is cold. And finally we'll get a nosy under the bonnet. What we tend to find is pretty much every M3 we've had can tend to be a bit kind of sweaty round about here as they get a bit older. But I mean, it's like bone dry everywhere you look. Ask the guys not to clean the engine bay and just leave it as it was. So there we are, guys. Quite possibly the most special and certainly the most lightly used M3 that we are ever likely to have ever again, and I would almost confidently without question say that it is the lowest mileage E92 Monte Carlo left remaining for sale. I'd struggle to find anything that you could do to improve on this car. It's had no paint. The service history is incredible. There's those 3 tiny little touch-ins in the near side rear quarter. And other than that, I can't find anything else to report. It is total investment grade, museum grade, this car. You just need to have a look at E46 M3s, how much they are now, and how much like a Imola GT2 E36 is worth now. They're like 50, 60,000 pounds. So it is just a shame that for such an amazing car to drive, it is likely going to end up getting put back in someone else's garage. But however, if you are looking for quite possibly the best E92 M3 out there, I don't think you'll struggle. I think you'll struggle to improve on the car that we have. So guys, thank you very much for making it to the end of this rather, well, it's longer than normal, 12 minutes on the camera there, walk round video, but it is quite a special car, and I thought it justified a bit of extra time just to go around. If we can help at all, please feel free to get in touch. Phone number here at the garage is 01236 779000. There will also be a link below to the garage. If you click that, that'll take you through the website where you can send an inquiry. As you are currently looking at a BMW M3, I will put a suggested video up there for a road test on a supercharged E46 M3, which you might find entertaining. And also, if you would like to consider subscribing to the channel, that way you'll not miss any more stock updates. I'll put a wee button down here so that you can click and subscribe. So thanks again for making it to the end of the video, guys, and I hope you found it useful. Thanks.